Hello dear learner, welcome back to the Zoom Chemistry app. Today we have a question in which we have to find the element and its symbols. And this question have three parts. In part 1 we have to find the element and its symbol, and having these element 1 proton and 2 neutron. So first we represent this element by X, and we know that this X element have 1 proton and 2 neutron. So this X element having atomic number 1, because we know that the number of proton are the atomic number. Similarly, its atomic number is 1. Similarly, we know that the mass number is the number of proton and neutron. We know that the mass number are the sum of the number of proton and neutron. That is the mass number. So here we have number of proton are 1 and number of neutron are 2. So we get 3. So 3 is the mass number of this X element, and the element having atomic number 1, this is the hydrogen, and having mass number 3, this is the isotopes of hydrogen, that is the tritium, which have atomic number 1 and mass number 3. So the answer of the first part is the tritium. And we can write it as atomic number 1 and mass number 3. In the next question, we have X element having atomic number 1 and number of neutron are 1. Now we will find this isotopes are this element, that is its atomic number 1 we write first, and if the atomic number is 1, it means the number of proton have its number of proton are 1. Similarly, this element contain only 1 neutron, that is neutron number is 1. So we know that the number of proton and neutron are the mass number. The number of proton and neutron are the sum of proton and neutron are the mass number. So the element X have mass number 2. So the element X atomic number 1, mass number 2, this is the hydrogen element having atomic number 1, mass number 2. The isotopes of this hydrogen element is the deuterium. We know that deuterium is an element of deuterium is the isotopes of hydrogen having atomic number 1 and mass number 2. So the second part of this question have the answer deuterium. having atomic number 1 and mass number 2. Similarly, in the last part of this question, we have X element having atomic number 1 and mass number are also 1. So we write atomic number 1 and mass number 1, and we will write the number of proton and neutron. Here the number of proton, that is the atomic number, or the number of proton, are 1, and the mass number, we know that the mass number is the number of proton and neutron. So here we have proton number 1 and neutron number are 0, because the X element having mass number 1. So mass number 1 of an element are the hydrogen element having atomic number 1, mass number 1, and the isotopes of hydrogen element is the protium. Protium is only the isotopes of hydrogen element having no neutron. So the answer of the last part of this question is the protium.